Oh, hi. I didn't hear you come in. This is Father Matthew Kozlowski from St. Mary's Episcopal Church speaking to you today from my kitchen in an attempt to be slightly ironic because today I'm talking about fasting and giving you 4 tips on fasting. This is Holy Week and many people will be fasting at one time or another. Good Friday is a particular fast day, and so let me give you my ideas and tips on fasting. First of all, have a rationale and a justification for why you're fasting. It helps to have some kind of theological basis for doing what you're doing. For me, I fast on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday because those are simply the 2 appointed fast days in the Episcopal calendar. Kind of takes my ego out of it, and so I simply fast on the days that are appointed. Other people have different ideas and different days and parts of the year in which they fast. It's just important to have some kind of explanation that works for you and which you can explain to others. Okay, tip number 2 for fasting. Have a rule for liquids and think about it beforehand. Water is obviously acceptable during a fast. Solid foods are out. But juice, broth, tea, different people do it different ways. Simply set your parameters and then stick to it. Otherwise, you're going to end up halfway through the day looking in the fridge at a bottle of milk and thinking, oh, well, milk is a liquid, and maybe if I add a banana to it and put it into the blender, that'll still be a liquid. Next thing you know, your fast has turned into slim fast, something you want to avoid. So that's tip number 2, set your guidelines for liquids. Tip number 3, don't watch TV. Now, this is a hard one because during fasting, you're oftentimes trying to take your mind off of the hunger you might be feeling, and TV is a good way to do it. But you would be surprised at how much food is on television, especially during those commercials. Olive Garden seems to be the worst offender. You're fasting, and all of a sudden you see that breadstick being enveloped by a cloud of Parmesan cheese. You're going to be hurting. So if you do need to watch TV, try an old DVD, maybe some black and white movie, and stay away from the high definition food commercials. Okay, last tip for fasting. Tell other people that you're fasting. Now this is slightly controversial because you think, well, didn't Jesus tell us to fast in secret? What Jesus was talking about is not flaunting the idea of fasting in order to gain fame from people around you. But talking about fasting is an evangelical opportunity, and so evangelism always wins out. Being able to say to somebody, actually, no, I can't join you for lunch because I fast on Good Friday. Well, that opens up a whole caring conversation that you might have with them. Talk to them about why you're fasting, the church that you go to. You might even say something like, when I fast, I do a lot of prayer. What can I be praying for you about during this Good Friday? All of a sudden, you've opened up a beautiful conversation with this person just based on this little issue of, no, I can't join you for lunch because I'm fasting. Well, if you are fasting this week or on Good Friday or sometime in the year, my thoughts and prayers are with you. This is Father Matthew Kozlowski signing off.